Hi again, Pastor Scott here. Last Sunday, I shared the message of the reconciliation of Esau and Jacob, and quite a story that is. It's not a real familiar part of the account in Genesis. We look at the other aspects of how they hated one another, but God demanded that those two brothers reconciled. And I'm wondering that, Jacob, whom God changed his name to Israel, and of course the 12 tribes of Israel came through his 12 sons. I'm sure that Israel, Jacob, would not have been blessed had he not obeyed the Lord and reconciled with his brother Esau. The greater responsibility, or close to it, but the greater responsibility was probably upon Jacob. He was the one that had really wronged Esau, and God required him to go back. And of course, there's that wonderful account of the reconciliation. Speaking of forgiveness and unforgiveness, there's a Persian proverb that says the best memory is that which forgets nothing but injuries. Wow. And then the proverb goes on to say, write kindness in marble and injuries in the dust. There's a story of two friends that were walking through the desert. And during this journey, they had an argument. And the one friend slapped the other very hard in the face. And the one that had been slapped, he was hurt, of course. But without saying anything, he bent down and he wrote in the sand, "Today my best friend slapped me in the face." Well, they kept on walking until they found an oasis, and where they decided to go swimming. And the one who'd been slapped, now he got stuck in some quicksand and began to drown, but the friend who had slapped him earlier saved him. And once he recovered, the one that was saved, he went and found some marble, and he chiseled out, "Today my best friend saved my life." You get it? This friend who had slapped his friend said, "Why did you do that? I mean, you wrote in the sand that I hurt you, and now you're writing the stone that I saved your life." And his friend says, "Well, when someone hurts us, we should write it down in sand where the winds of forgiveness can erase it away. But when someone does something good for us, we must engrave it in stone where no wind can ever erase it." Now, we've all been wronged, and we've all wronged. Colossians 3:13 says, "Make allowance for each other's faults." Make allowance. "And forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others." Colossians 3:13. That's a great admonition from God's Word. Well, I hope you have a continued great week, and I look forward to us regathering at some point as a congregation, not just online.